أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام أشرف المرسلين وخاتم النبيين أكمل مجتبى أبي قاسمي محمد مصطفى صلى الله عليك يا سيدي يا مولا يا رسول الله صلى الله عليك يا سيدي يا مولا يا عبد الله يا رحمة الله وسيا ويا بابا نجاة الأمة فليت نكون معكم سادتي فنفوذا فوضا عظيم إنا لله وإنا عليه راجعون صلوات الله. How can you do that? No, why did you do that? What was the reason for you to tell me this? And it was not what exactly you had said. You deceived me. Now this isn't right. Why such treachery that you posed upon me? These are the things you may hear when someone says they're going to do one thing. In all actuality, there was a hidden agenda in the motive. Or it was some type of deception or deceit or evil planning. Now, when we look at deceit, from an Islamic perspective, is deceit permissible? No. When we do something, we have to be upfront and honest with the person. We cannot deceive them or have any hidden plans, in other words. For example, let's say, for instance, that a person, he said, oh, I am going to give dawah, and the place in which they're going to get dawah is a nightclub. He said, oh, yeah, this is where I go give dawah, in this nightclub. Yeah. But we know that he is very deceitful, that he's not going there to give dawah to the nightclub. He's going there to enjoy the nightclub. Or when we sell somebody something and we say, yes, this engine is 100% good. I promise you that there is nothing wrong with this car. And soon as you give the person the money and you drive down the street, he said, oh yeah, by the way, there is no returns. Once you buy it, this as is, and you have to take it this way. And you go down the street and the wheels fall off. So we cannot deceive believers or non-believers. We have to be truthful and have no evil planning or treachery or deceit towards them. No. Imam Ali, alayhi salam, he said, had it not been that evil planning would put you in the hellfire, I would be the most skillful in evil planning. Here it is, he shows us that this type of trait will lead a person into the hellfire. And it's not a correct thing for us to do. We cannot deceive or show deceit. We cannot be treacherous. We cannot have evil planning against no one, whether they're Muslim or non-Muslim. Because you'll say, well, these people, they're not Muslim, we probably could, do that. It should be no problem. They're just non-Muslim. No, humanity. Even though these people may not believe in what you believe in, but because they are humanity, they are human, we must give them the same respect that we will give a brother or a sister that's in belief. Another thing in which he said that treachery, the most dangerous treachery is treachery against the nation. That this person is so treacherous that he or she, they try and destroy the nation, the Muslim nation, or the nation in general with their treachery because of their hidden agenda that they want to rule over them. Sounds so familiar. I did not come here to rule over you because of your religion. I just want to rule over you. Very, very, very profound words of a person that we know that from a long lineage of evil people, this is what he said. This is that same when they send a representative to the place where he was, he said, call the Adhan for Friday prayer. And it was like Wednesday. I always was boggled about that because Jum'ah means Friday, right? So when we look at treachery and evil planning and all these things, we know that we must avoid these type of situations. We see that one time when Imam Ali alayhi salam, when he became the Khalifa of the Muslim nation, and this person by the name of Muawiyah ibn Sufyan, he was the governor of Syria. And one of the companions of the Imam told him, oh, you should leave him into government, until this, this caliphaship of yours gets stable, and then you remove him. And the Imam, he said, no, I do not want to do such a thing, because people would think that at one time I agreed with him, and then later I disagreed with him. So from the beginning, I must show you that, no, that I was not shown any type of deceit, because that is a decision of deceit by having people think that, oh, yeah, when Imam Ali, when he first took the role of the Khalifa, Muawiyah was the governor, and it was no problem, but something must happen that made him get out of that. No, Imam, no, from the very beginning, I'm getting him out of this position. From the very beginning. This is to show no ambiguity in the matter, that he must go. He must not be there. Because he understood how treacherous this person was. He understood how deceitful this person was. He understood the evil planning in which this man will do. He understood that because of the lineage in which he came from. People don't realize why they were so powerful in Syria. They think that was because of Muawiyah, but no, it goes way back to his grandfather, Umayyad. They said that Umayyad and Hashim, they was together, but Umayyad, he did not like his uncle Hashim. And they said Sage came, and he said, whoever is preferred more by the Sage, that this person that lose will have to go to Syria. So when the Sage came, he preferred Hashim more so than Umayyad, and Umayyad had to go to Syria. So this is why the people have firm allegiance to the Umayyads, because they was there for such a long time to influence the people with their treacherous and deceitful ways. For their treacherous, deceitful ways for a very long time. And the Imam knew this. He did not want to have these people there. It reminded me of a story. This story is in one of the books called Ibn Jawzi. It talks about Abu Hanifa. We all know who Abu Hanifa. Abu Hanifa is one of the schools of law of the school of the Khalifa. So it was this guy, he was explaining that this guy came to Abu Hanifa, and he said, I would like to marry this woman, but she will not marry me because I am poor. So Abu Hanifa, he said to him, sell me something you have for 12,000 dinar. He said no. Now, mind you, he did not have anything for 12,000 dinar to sell. So he said, go to the family and tell them that it was something in which you had that I wanted to buy for 12,000 dinar, but you refused. Once you do that, they will accept what I said and allow you to marry this girl. Now, mind you, this is very deceitful. So he go back to the family. He tell the family they accept what Abu Hanifa said, and they allow their daughter to marry this man. Mind you, this man was a pauper. He was very poor. He had no wealth. So they said some time come around, and this woman came to Abu Hanifa. They said this woman was very pretty. She said, oh, Abu Hanifa, I want you to marry me. Because every time a person comes and asks to marry me, my father said I am blind, dumb, and crippled. Or, they might say dumb, crippled, crazy, blind, whatever, how they go. And he always said no. So you need to go to this man who is a greengrocer. He is my father. And he's going to tell you this. So Abu Hanifa says, because she said she showed him his face, a little leg, and her hair. And he was like, oh, subhanAllah. This is way how deep the story goes, basically. So he said he went down to the greengrocery. He saw the man, and he said, I'm going to marry your daughter. The father said, no, my daughter's blind. She's crippled and crazy, basically. He said, I don't care. I'm going to marry her right now. So he married her, sight unseen. So once he married her, the father, he went, got him a wheelbarrow, put his daughter inside the wheelbarrow, and rolled her down into Abu Hanifa. So when he saw the girl, he noticed that she was blind, crippled, and crazy, and he was rolling her down. He said, "What is this?" He said, "Here is my daughter." And they said he automatically gave him the 3 divorces. Now here's the kicker. That beautiful girl in which that came to him was the girl in which he told that man to go marry. He lied. And she came back to him and said, "You do not remember me, but you lied and told my father that this man was wealthy and you was going to sell something to him. In all actuality, he was very poor. And because of that, now I'm suffering. So this is a revenge to you." She revenged what he had done to her. Because she had lied, because he had lied on her for her to marry this man that had nothing. She built up a evil plan to get him back. Deceit. How he deceived the man with his daughter. And have him marry his daughter to a person that had nothing, that were not able to support her. Deceit. Another story, which is a very interesting story too. This story, I call this story from one of the best fabricators of hadith in the whole Muslim world. He's fabricated the hadith in such a mass production. It was almost like it was a factory full of fake hadiths. And this guy, he used to be by this place, and this guy was only with the Rasulullah for 18 months. But he narrated more hadiths than anybody. So one time they said, the governor of Medina. And because he was the governor of Medina, he had certain power. He would give the Friday prayer, whatever. So this man came to him, and he said, "Oh, I have some onions that I heard that here there was, they didn't have onions. So I sold everything and bought these onions. And I've been trying to sell these onions, and no one is willing to buy these onions from me. No one's willing to buy these onions. Can you help me?" He said, "No problem. Come on Friday prayer, go at this place at this time, and you will sell all your onions." So this person that fabricated the hadiths, that was the mayor or the governor of this town, he went on the minbar. He said, "I heard Rasulullah said, sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, said that if you buy green onions at this place at this time, there would be such and such blessing." So all the people went towards that place and where that man was there and bought all his onions. By the way, this guy's name is Abu Hurairah. So here it is, we see that it was something that was very deceitful. He deceived the people because he thought that by deceiving the people, he can help. Or actuality, if you are going to deceive the people for them to do something, say religious, this is not correct. Because you find sometimes that a person will say, "Oh, I told a lie because I wanted them to do more prayer. Oh, I told a lie, or I made up a fabrication because I wanted them to do this. I told this because of this." You cannot do that. But he felt proud for what he did, for telling that fake story about the Rasulullah, about these onions. So we cannot deceive a person, even though the outcome may be good, that this person may go out and worship Allah more from this fabricated hadith. We should not do that. This is deceitful. This is treachery. This is evil planning. Something in which we should not do. Something in which we should not do. But this is how people think. They think that to deceive a person is far better than be truthful. To plan evil things against them is far more better than being nice to them. All these things that will lead you to the hellfire, these people are running towards them instead of running away from them. We have to look at everybody as one, as a human being, regardless of what their faith is. They are our brothers and sisters in humanity. So we shall not deceive them. This remind me real quick. I remember looking at a ruling from a marja, right? So the person asked them, this is about something different. It just came to my mind, and then I'm going to end this. And when we think about backbiting, right, we think only Muslims. So they asked the scholar, they asked the marja taqlid, they said, can we backbite non-Muslims? He said, there is nothing that said we can't, but it's best that we don't. Because here is he showing us, if we hold that same status with Muslims, we should hold it with also non-Muslims as well. So this is why we should not deceive, should not be treacherous, planning against them, or be any type of thing that's going to show them something that is bad in the eyes of Islam. May Allah help us all. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wal arsina linsana la fi khus. Ila alladhina aminu wa aminu salihati wa tawassaw bil haqqi wa tawassaw bis sabr. Wa akhwa da'wana walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wa sallallahu Muhammadin wa alihi tahirin.